All right, I think I made it back just in time. I've been a little sluggish today. Uh, no music. Uh, Hopefully y'all are doing good today. Hello, humans. Happy Friday. As always, I'm Jay. Don't forget to throw away your feelings, open your minds, question your beliefs. I had a pretty good week. It felt like it went by pretty fast. So we'll see what today brings. I don't plan on going that long today. I know I always say that, and y'all are going to be like, yeah, you always say that. But this time I might be telling the truth. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how or what this topic brings. And if not, you guys are lucky on Fridays that I do the stream, and then I have a video that if you want to continue to hear me talk, will come out right after the live stream. So it's all good. But I do want to spend some time today going over some videos and looking at some stuff and taking some notes so I can keep expanding my questions and expanding how I'm going to research those things because it's interesting to me. I have found that the truth of how these things were made and the history of religion is way more interesting than the made up religions themselves. So I enjoy kind of digging into these things and actually finding that out because to me, reality is way more interesting than fantasy. So, anyways, welcome. Uh, so the topic today came from the last video I did on morality, I believe. I think that's what it was. But there was there was somebody in the comments, and we were talking about free will, and I think everybody knows my idea on free will, especially in the Bible. I do not think the Bible uh, hints at or any evidence shows that we have free will if the Bible story is correct. So we're just getting into the discussion about that. And I'm so confused because I don't know if this person just made me have an epiphany, but when I think of free will, I think other people are thinking of free will differently. And you guys may be like, duh, but I swear until I read this person's comment, I didn't know people had like different versions of free will. so, so it's like anytime I was talking to somebody about free will, which I discuss these things with like coworkers and everything, and it's just like, oh wait, I might just envision free will so differently um, than everyone else. So it's just like I don't know. I was reading the comment, and every example I gave of somebody not having free will, this person was like, no, bro, they still have free will. So it's just like, oh crap. Like people really don't have the same idea of what free will is. So that's interesting to me. So that's why the topic is this today. So sounds like the name of a credit card. So yeah, that's the topic today. Anybody want to join the conversation? Let me know. We'll chat and kind of talk about it, I guess. I won't be on long. I say that. The goal is an hour and a half if I have the energy. I'm gonna pop one of these games up while we kind of chill and wait for anybody that want to come chat. I've been enjoying playing these little YouTube games. Let's see. Let me move this over here. like I said, we just started, so we let everybody kind of get in, hang out. If you have any quick questions, this is the best time because this is like one of the only times um I'm able to keep up with the chat. Because if somebody calls, I kind of just the chat's just wait, chat's on this side on this screen. Chat just kind of goes away in my vision. Right now, I'm using mouse and keyboard because we're not playing any serious games. It's like it ain't nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. I just been messing around with some of these. Let's try gas station. Learn how to pump gas. All right. Uh, yeah, it's not no serious games. Nothing serious. I've been wanting to play Human Z on here, but I would have to test it out. I'm pretty sure my computer and bandwidth could handle playing that and streaming, but yeah, it would have to be because I used to like stream. Let's see about this dunk game. Let's do some dunking. I'm in the camp that free will is it's just another way we describe crap, man. And doesn't just because we describe something doesn't mean it's actually there. Wait, what the heck is this? This is like old school or something. What am I supposed to do, bro? What? Oh, okay, okay. Got it, got it, got it. All right. Oops. Got him. All right, that's too hard to do in read chat. Can't play this one. Uh, I think we need a unified definition of free will. Um, I mean, but free will is free will, man. You can just do whatever you want. I don't think there's free will, by the way. If like I do think it's just it feels like you can do whatever you want, but obviously you can't do whatever you want. And it takes extreme examples to point out how you can't do whatever you want, but then people that is what changes the definition of free will is like, you know what I mean? So it's just like not whatever you want. I don't know. It's not like whatever you want, like magic or something like that. But I don't know. Maybe give me your definition. Yeah, I would kind of say what Karoku said. But like for our game, our analogy that we're doing, I mean, I think how we would be using it is let's just stick to like humanity in a way, really, because anyways, let's just stick with that. So I think when we're having a discussion about free will, we are going to be saying there are two entities, whether that's human, God, human, whatever, and the other is not forcing the other to do anything from the definition that was just in there, right? So no outside of influence, right? And so it's just like that's what we would be using it for when we're talking about this. And as far as the Bible is concerned, to me, uh, you cannot have free will according to the story So that's always an interesting subject. And I know people feel different ways about that, but I think the whole story of the Bible is a story of dealing with not having free will in a way, dealing with not being in control. So I believe we spoke about this our last stream where everything is kind of just set in stone, right? God knew everything you're going to do always. Nothing can happen without God's permission, which is literally God doing it at that point. If nothing can happen without God's permission, that is God doing it. I'll say that one more time. So that's to me is like the story of all these ancient stories. A lot of them geared towards answering that question of how scary it was for us to look out into this world and literally feel like there's no control. So because it's the truth, we are we are just a speck in this grand scheme of things, and we could get wiped out like that. Like literally, we are not and in control as much as we believe so. But our psyche needs to feel like we're in control. But at one point, creatures that roamed the earth for how many million years were wiped out in an instant. So no, I'm only talking about the God of the Bible right now until somebody else brings in their God. Right now, since we're in the US of A, we're talking about the Christian God for the most part. So when I say God, that's what we're saying. And I'm saying the character, uh, I'm pointing out contradictions in the Bible. Like this would cause a contradiction. If what I'm saying is true, it causes a contradiction. So that's the point of bringing it up in case anybody's confused while we're talking about this. That's the point of me bringing this up because it should make some of my open-minded believers think about this story a little bit more. And the more you start finding these things that don't make sense in the book, you can start tearing out pages. That's what people are doing anyway. It's very hard to get somebody to get rid of the whole book. So my strategy is to help you find the horrible things in the book. And then eventually when we're done, you won't have a book anymore because this whole book it's pretty bad. So that's my strategy. We'll keep tearing out pages because we're going to keep pointing out how contradictions, our lies, our horribleness, and then eventually you're going to be sitting there with no book, and you'll thank me at the end of it. Let's see this cyber arena. Let's see this one. Anybody got any cool plans for the weekend? Let's talk about that. All right, let's go. I might move my setup this weekend. Me and my wife are talking about me getting into another little area that's more like a little office area. Damn, I'm getting my butt whooped, bro. Ah, shoot. Oh, I can jump. I should have been jumping. I died. I hate those games. I died. Don't tell me I died. Let's see. Agree that we don't have free will. God is in control of everything. So, if you think God is in control of everything, I feel like those two things make the whole thing pointless, right? So, if God is in control of everything, what was the point of creation? Like, what do you think God's purpose was for creating people? That's the question. Bro, reload. How about reload? What are y'all's thoughts on that? Oh shit. Bro. Oh, that wasn't that bad. Just gotta flick it. Flick it. I really missed those. You can choose rich, race. Hold up, let me pause. I'm just gonna die. Whatever. Oh, somebody in the lounge? The lounge? How you getting the lounge? You're supposed to be in the backstage, bro. Just kidding. All right, let's close this game out. We got somebody that wants to chat. Sounds fun to me. Let's see. Let me pop out this. Pop it out. Sound bad. It's okay. There we go. What's up?
Yo.
How's it been, man?
It's been well. It's been well, man. How about for yourself?
Pretty good. Just chilling, relaxing when I can. When not, making these videos, talking to myself on camera. That's kind of my life at the moment. Just talking to myself on the camera a lot.
I feel that. I feel that.
What about
I've
you?
been peeping. Just been taking things one day at a time. Just wedding planning with my fiance, doing those
Okay.
things.
How's that?
So, a lot more than I thought it'd be. Honestly, I didn't know just the sheer volume of things that go into it, like from the decorations to the venue. I didn't know venues were that pricey, man.
Well, I'm sure
Um,
everything's pretty pricey right now.
indeed, yeah. So just holding out and trying to brainstorm ways that this can happen.
Cool, man. I don't know if you told me that before, but if I did say congrats. So I can't remember if you told me about getting married soon.
Yeah, I think I did mention a fiance, but I appreciate it, man.
Yeah. All right. So let's hear what you got for today. What you got for me?
Yeah, I was just wondering why you think that free will and God's omniscience would be incompatible, or like what would be
Just
the
because of the other attributes that God has.
um
Like if God just knew everything but had no control over anyone, I wouldn't say that. Like the Oracle, like in the Matrix. I don't think she makes free will impossible.
okay. So I'm sorry, I know uh
If you don't know the Matrix, my
total
bad.
blasphemy. I have not watched The Matrix yet.
Yeah. If you don't know the Matrix, I don't know what to say. I don't know.
I know a
But
little bit about The
my
Matrix.
point is you can
Yeah.
know everything or can find out everything in a way. It's like a weird way of putting it. Because she couldn't see past choices that you couldn't understand or something like that. It's something weird. But anyways, my whole point to saying that is uh, the fact that God actually created everything, controls everything, and knows everything. It's just like doing everything to me.
When you say controls everything, that's an interesting uh choice of words.
Okay.
I think it's more so he sustains everything, and he has the omnipotence, the ability to do those things. But
What's
whether,
sustain?
like, by sustain, it means that he um allows for the potential within our universe to be actualized.
Okay, so give me
So
example like of what that looks like, because I think we're saying the same thing.
yeah, so um because he exists, we can
You're cutting out a little
we can
bit.
build houses, we can, oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, there
But yeah,
you're good now.
okay. So within um with his existence, it allows for us to be able to build houses, to maintain relationships, to do all these sorts of things.
So
Yeah.
look at each level, and you're telling me it couldn't happen without God, right?
So yeah,
Like,
it couldn't happen.
could I move my arm without God?
So um, y- as
No,
in,
no,
no, he
right?
could. No, you couldn't. You couldn't. No,
Right. So God is moving my arm.
no. Actually, it's
You
still
said I
you
can't
moving
do
your
it
arm.
without him.
Yeah.
So God is moving my arm.
No.
Okay, if you
Okay.
can't, if
So,
you go ahead.
and the reason why I say that is because it's not a you're moving your arm of your own volition and of your own rationale.
So then
Now,
I don't
even
need
though,
God to move my arm. That's what you should have to say, though.
but what I'm saying is, um, his existence sustains your ability to act on your free will.
Right, but I
So
feel like
that's what I'm
you're
saying.
kind of ignoring what I'm saying, so you can jump to the next layer, which is why I said start at the bottom. That's why I
Yeah.
said, is there anything possible to do without this thing? Right?
Yeah, I I think where you're getting confused is um you're kind of putting the onus, like um the responsibility of your actions to him because he sustains these things. But even though he sustains them, that doesn't mean that he caused the action itself.
I get where you're going, but I'm saying like I could not do any actions without this thing, which means it's a part of every action that I do. Maybe that sounds better. Like it's a part of everything I do. God is a part of it according to you.
Um More so it's like your how do I explain it? It's less like, yeah, he is necessary in order for you to do the thing, is what I'm trying to say. It's still um and I see what you're trying, and I see what you're trying to say. You're saying because God is involved in the
Every
order of
thought,
ever
every action, everything.
it but not the cause, he's not the cause of those things though.
He's the cause of
Like
everything.
he is now he is now when I say he's the and I agree with you on that statement. Now when I say that, I mean that his existence allows for you to do these things.
So do you believe in like a what is it? God, this is it starts with a D, right? God, I'm having a blank. Um, the
Talking about
guy,
dualism
no,
or
God that he just created everything and then it just said, I'm gone. Deistic God. God, is that,
deistic?
yeah. So I think
No,
that's it.
I don't believe in a deistic God. No.
So, but that's what it sounds like you're saying. You're saying, yes, God is the one that pushed everything into existence. And then after that, everything has free will. That's what I'm hearing.
Not that everything.
Well, sorry,
Um,
I'm kind of sticking to just conscious things.
Yeah, I was about to say
Yeah.
there are rational. Oh, we are rational agents, so we have the ability to govern ourselves. God has no um, intervention on our governance of our own rational beings, and
But
that's what I'm trying to say.
God did that all the time though.
Um,
God stopped some of our governance, and God forced some of it as well. Old Testament, New Testament, the whole book. Um,
that it
that God
that
is a part of everything.
that actually is. I would contest that.
So where did the okay, so let's go to the Garden of Eden is a perfect example of how God does not allow you to govern how you want, because Adam and
Okay.
Eve should have been able to do whatever they wanted in the garden, but they could not, which means God is the one that is providing the governance of what has to happen in order for life to keep going.
But you do realize that they did do whatever they wanted, and that's how they ended up outside the Garden of Eden in the first place.
Right, and there's the
God gave it.
consequence. There's the person that, like, see, if it was just a consequence, and I would actually agree with you a little bit here, but because there is this being that makes the consequence, it goes
Hmm.
full circle again to where he's the fault. It's his cause no matter what, because nothing happens without him. Everything was created by him, and keep circling that. Like literally nothing can happen without God's permission, right?
I would say nothing happens without God's knowledge, more so.
I
And
think you're just scared of
into
the word
into some
permission. Like nothing
into
happens without God's permission. The
to
perfect
some
example is Job too, bro. The
yeah,
devil, the devil.
to some extent, I would say yeah, nothing happens without God permitting it happening. Yeah, because He has the ability to intervene in certain in His capacities, but He allows things to happen and
Well,
allows people to make these decisions.
he has to allow it
So
because everything goes through him. Like, what does it mean to allow something to you?
so
It means you could
to
stop it, right?
um I would say to allow something would be to oh excuse me.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Um I would say to allow something is um to how, let me look up a good definition for allow.
Yeah, go ahead. Take it down, man. We're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
chatting it up.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I guess uh yeah, I would go with the dictionary definition is either to give someone permission to do something, to give the necessary time or opportunity for, which I would agree most with that definition, or to admit the truth of, concede. I would say the second definition, to give the necessary time or opportunity for something.
Right. Okay. And then go ahead and tie that to how you still disagree with me, though.
Yeah. So,
Because I feel like,
um,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
so God gives the opportunity for these things to happen, uh, for choices to be made.
Right. Now think about the rest of it. We agree right there. I think we both
Yeah.
agree. Now put it full picture though. What else does God do in these situations? Because I get it. Like you're saying, I'm picturing God as a parent right now, and God, the parent is just stepping back and watching the child do something. Right. That part I think we both agree on right now.
Okay.
Right. So
Wait.
at that moment in time, we would
Wait.
both say the child has free will. Right.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Parent is just watching, boom. Like we can even put a barrier in front of the damn parent. Like right now there's a barrier and the kid gets to do whatever the kid wants and the parent has to watch it. That is
Mhm.
free will so far to me. All right. So, what is the next thing that I have a complaint on?
I know you said like God giving the consequent for disobedience.
Okay, that's cool. that would be more towards the end of this, but that's fine if we skip to that.
Okay.
So now what's going on is the parent is behind the glass and I don't know, I have a video where they say they dug a hole. We dug a hole in the room that the kid's in, right? I dug a deep ass hole. If the kid falls
Pause.
in, kills, dies. All right.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm getting iffy on our free will thing. Where are you at right now?
Still there.
Okay, so you still think there's free will. I am still like, this is getting shady. I don't know if free will's still here, but I'll walk to the next one with you. So what's the next thing?
Oh. Um. Okay. So you said there's a
You're cutting out a bit.
walk into, and the parent is there. Um. Still behind the screen. Still behind the barrier.
You're right. The parent is not allowed to do anything at this moment. We're both agreeing that right now.
Okay.
We're,
The parent's
we're
not allowed to do anything.
no, well, they
The kid,
can't because we didn't give them that power yet.
okay.
So right now they're behind the glass. The baby is in the
Yeah.
room. The baby has free will according to both of us. The parents put a
Yes.
hole in the room. I'm saying that's a little shitty, but I'm going to still walk down this free will thing with you. But so you
Oh, the
still
parent.
go ahead.
Okay, so the parents put a hole. Okay.
Yes. The parents dug a hole in the room.
So, um, there is still free will.
Right. Yeah. You said that. I'm
Yeah.
like iffy on it, but I'm granting it
And
at the moment.
I think your problem is that um with free will in general is in this instance is that um the the child now has an opportunity to
Be
be
harmed.
endangered.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's deeper. It's deeper than that. You're right on point, but it's a little bit deeper because free will would mean it's your choice for something to happen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I know in general most people don't want to fall in a hole and die.
Yeah.
So I am now saying that's why I'm like, ooh, this is a little bit shady against this free will because I know that hole that I put could kill the person, which would be against what they would want freely. So I technically don't do anything with my hands. I just dug the hole. Right? But technically, I am taking away some of that free will that this person has inside of that room because they don't get to choose whether that hole is there or not. And I agree with you a little bit because you're going to probably say, hey, they have a choice to walk in the hole or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would say I would just yeah, I would agree with that and say that the intervention has um is a different thing than governance because free will is still, even though you still yeah, even though it may have an interference or be something that interferes with the way that you may have governed otherwise, you still have the governance to act in that circumstance.
And then this is where even in what caused this whole video today, it's like I like when you because you would say that and this is going to sound like total change of subject, but it has to do with the comments and it will tie into
Okay.
this whole damn thing. Would you say a slave in the United States was had free will?
Yes.
That's where it blows my mind.
Okay. So
That's insanity to me to think a person that property has free will. Let me even say it that way. That property has free will it's insane to
but
I've never heard that
you
before. I
you
swear I've never heard that.
okay, so you still I would say that it's not necessary. Now, while I say that they may have been property in the economical sense, they were still human beings and rational agents, which is why we saw so many people like making those moves to escape from their captors. If they were truly
Right.
not,
But even that right
if
there
they were,
is not free
yeah,
will. Having to escape is not free will. What if they
it
wanted to
definitely
stay
is.
there?
They
Now, no, they're
could.
being forced to have to leave a place that they might otherwise want to be. That is not free will.
but they could also stay. But that is still
No,
their
you
choice.
can't because like that's not a choice, man.
I don't think. Okay, now don't get be confused with Kanye saying slavery is a choice. I don't. I'm not agreeing with that. However, what I am saying is that
It's not a choice, bro.
yeah, it's not. I was about to say that slavery is in itself is not a choice. However, you still are a rational agent that is capable of governing yourself and making decisions. Is that part of your humanity taken away from you when you become a slave?
One more time. Say it one more time.
Is the part of you that makes rational decisions and govern your own rationale?
Hmm.
Yeah, is that part of you taken away from you whenever you're a slave?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
How?
Because I can take it away from you in other ways and not slave. But I could put you in a very horrible, stressful situation, keep you up at night, not let you sleep, and I did the same thing.
You do realize that there were people who were slaves who were tortured in those instances, and they still had their wills and decided not to give in. Like I think Nat Turner himself, he was like executed, and he it was said that he didn't like yell or anything. He still kept his or beg for mercy or anything like that, even whenever he was being tortured. So he still kept an iron will about him.
Yes, you're saying
That
he
wasn't
kept
take.
some of. You saying he kept some of his free will. That's what you're
No,
saying.
I'm saying he. No, I'm saying he kept his free will. He kept his resolve within
That's
himself.
not what free will is.
Okay, my what I would define as free will is the ability to operate on your own rationale without external governance.
Right.
Now,
No, without
hold on, wait.
external more.
External
You can't say governance.
yeah, governance. I would say governance.
No, you're using that word on purpose.
I'm using the word. Yeah, that's a part of the definition.
No, you're literally saying, what if I have you in just a cage? You think that's free will?
Yeah, I still have free will.
What?
Hmm. Yeah.
This is insanity. I have never. People think this way. No
Well,
wonder.
well,
No wonder our country is the way it is. That's what people think free will is. You think if I tie you up, you still have free will.
I do.
That is, oh my gosh, my mind is just blown. Is this what indoctrination has done to us? Oh my god.
No,
Oh my
you
god. So
still
you
have
think you think free will is just in your head? That's what you're telling me.
free. I already told you my definition of free
No,
will.
no, bro. You're because I just said I tie you up. You can't even do anything, and you told me that's free will.
I can do some things without your governance. You have only interfered. You have not governed me. There's two different things. That's what I'm
So
trying
you
to get you to
think the
see.
only way to take away free will is killing somebody?
No, the only way to take free will is to
No,
take
no.
away
Oh,
the
hey, hold on.
governance, their governance, their rationale,
Well,
their
okay, yeah,
the
killing him,
ability to
killing him.
their no, not even that.
What? Bro, you messing with me. I know you're messing with me
No,
right now. There's no way.
no.
Go ahead, explain
Okay,
that to me. How somebody's dead and they still have free will, man.
okay. So personally, that's not what I'm subscribing to. What I'm saying is, if okay, what I was thinking you were meaning was like when faced with the option of death, do you have free will? That's what I was taking your definition of. I
All
wasn't
right, all
thinking
right. I can
like,
understand that.
yeah,
Okay, okay, I can understand that.
yeah, nah.
Go ahead.
So, did you want me to defend that position, or did you want for me to?
I disagree with you really that if you don't literally get to choose yourself killing or dying, that is not free will. It's not like, hey, pick this or this and that's free will. I think that's what you're saying. You're saying is like as long as somebody presents one other option, that is free will. I am saying no,
No,
that's not true.
that's not what I'm saying.
But that's what it
Um,
sounds like. So I guess if you want to explain that for me better, that'd
yeah,
be good.
yeah. What I'm saying is not necessarily that it's like one other option. It's that you are still in governance, able to govern yourselves within the situations, even despite interference.
Keep going. I don't. This is not. This is like mind blowing to me. I don't know.
Um,
I don't agree. Not even close. Usually we're kind of close on some things, but this is weird to me.
I got you. I got you. And I'll do my best to explain and elaborate.
Okay.
Um, but like there, if you are faced with a wild scenario, completely wild scenario,
All right.
uh, running away from some ninjas, like they got swords, they got everything, they chase you to the cliff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They they got swords, they get ready. The choice between dive off the cliff into the water or stay and fight is still yours to
Bro,
govern.
no, man. That's
It is
indoctrination, man.
it is still
Like,
your choice to. Hold on,
that's
wait, wait,
what,
wait. Okay, hold on, wait. What is stopping you
bro.
from doing? What is stopping you from doing one or the other? What is
That's
stopping you?
that's not that you literally have taken away someone's total free will and said, "I will make you do one of these two things." That is not free will.
They're not
Because no,
making you
no,
do
listen
it.
to listen
Okay,
to how I worded it. You have to
okay,
do one of these two things. You cannot call that free will. I am telling you, you have two choices. These are my choices I'm giving you. You don't get to choose any of them. That's not free will, brother.
okay. How would you define free will? Because I
Free
still don't
will
see
would
how
literally
the
be you telling me the options that you have and you get to do those things. Like just to
that's
reverse this
okay.
whole
That
story.
I think I think what you're giving is you're giving a situation, and I'm looking for more so a definition. Like when I gave you the
Well, the
definition of free will,
definition
I
was
said
being able to choose, right? Like I'm just gonna say, choose your path
okay.
without the influence, coercion of outside forces. That's what the definition pretty much said.
Without you said without coercion.
Yeah, isn't that the definition you read? You want to read it again? And you cut out too. Oh, you know what?
Could you
That was somebody's definition in the
coercion is
chat.
interesting.
That was hold on. Because you didn't read that one, I don't think. Can you reread what you did though?
Oh, you want me to reread the
Yeah,
definition I had?
yeah.
I said the ability to operate on your own rationale without external governance.
Okay, I feel like I'm saying really close to the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
but you're saying I'm not.
Um, because because interference in govern. I think you're stuck on the interference, where I'm saying there's governance
Oh, you know
that
what
is
I think's
beyond
missing
the
here?
interference. Yeah, go ahead.
There's more to the governance than you're saying because of how powerful this somebody is in the situation.
Not how power. I
So,
don't think
like
it's.
the fact that I have a gun to your head and I'm making you make a choice is part of the unfairness that is taking away the free will. I think it's totally it's not free will anyway because I am telling you what choices you have. That to me that literally destroys free will right there. But
Well,
go ahead.
hmm,
Go ahead.
I think that's really interesting, especially if we like change like one factor in the analogy. Like, what if you still have to consider the wants of the individual, because um, if somebody's like, oh, they have a gun, uh, a pew pew. I'm not sure if you want me to use double, well, not double speak, but
I
like
said it,
YouTube
but
speak.
it just let's just I guess we'll both try not to do it as much. That's I don't know, man. YouTube usually doesn't have too many issues.
Okay, okay. So I'll just err on the side of caution.
Yeah, let's do both.
You
Let's
know,
try.
so they got a pew pew. They got a pew pew.
Yeah.
So and they have it pointed to your head,
Mm.
and they're like, you got to do X or you pass away. Um, if the person
Oh, that's
who
really no choice. You're saying the choice is death or the other one?
or Any other? What was your
I was
analogy?
at
What was your
least
analogy?
giving three, right? I'm saying, hey, do one of these two horrible things, or the worst thing will happen to you. That's like
Okay,
torture. That's how
so
torture works in a way.
yeah,
Yeah.
so um, so
But
what
if
I'm
there's
saying,
only the options that you said, I'm saying that's obviously not free will. But what do you
yeah,
say to that?
so what I would say to that is, the it's still, what still matters is the will of the individual. So if the will of the individual is, I don't want to be here anymore,
But what
then
if I only
maybe,
don't want to be here because
hold
of you?
wait, no, 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 no. That happens. I'm saying the feeling, regardless of the cause, it's somebody's individual will that says, "Hey, I don't want to be here anymore."
No,
And
no, but I'm saying, what if I get to that point after you torture me like for a long time, and I finally get to that point? That was not free will. Because if other things had happened, I would have chose differently. And the other things that happened were caused by you, which means you took away my free will.
no,
I know you're going to
I
say
would
no,
disagree.
but I think that was the best way I could have explained
I
it.
I would agree that those things have influence, but influence um is still a form of interference and not governance.
But isn't governance influence?
No,
What is governance? Okay.
like, with or external governance, is different than external interference. I would say governance is, um, yeah, we're gonna do this. Is your own rationale to say, yes, I'm going to do this.
I would say governance is more of suggestions.
Um, okay, so what would you say internal governance is versus external? Because I would say internal governance is the operation, like I said, free will. It's the I'm going to do this. External governance would probably be like someone saying, like, like
So
literally
you're saying
taking
governance
control,
as action.
like someone literally taking control of your body and operating, and having you operate to do certain, do things out of your own rationale.
So yeah, I wait, hold on. How do you say, because I think you agreed that would be not free will, right?
Yeah.
So how do you not
So,
see what I'm saying then? Like we're like that's what I'm
because
saying.
you're
Like somebody is doing that to you when they put you in a situation. They literally took control of your body for X amount of time and then said, "Here are your options." The fact that
but
you have me in a
but that
position that I never would have chosen in the first place without you taking over my body is why I now have no free will. Like
but
like when you have kids or something, you would hope there's never a law that says somebody can come just pick up your kid, take them wherever they want, and then tell
mhm.
the kid, "Hey, leave or die," or sorry, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Like whatever ultimatum there has to be, and you would say that child has free will. There's no possible way you would. There would no possible way, and I hope that doesn't come out of your mouth. Like, there's no way, bro. There's no way you say that child has free will, man. No way, dude. Don't do it. I want you to tell the truth, but don't do it. Don't do it.
Brother.
Don't do it, man.
Okay. So
Don't do it.
let me explain.
I need the
Okay.
answer first,
So
bro. You got it. You
yeah,
got.
I would
Go.
still say that they
Go
will,
ahead. All right, man. You
but
you broken my
it,
heart today. So, go
now now
go
the
ahead, man. Go ahead. Oh
now
god.
now the reason why I say, they still have free will is because have they still have rationale, but it's based off of the limited data that they have in order to make rational decisions. And now I'm not saying that this is like any part good, or that the kid, they should just will through it or anything like that, because ultimately, it is, like, me personally, And I'm sure the kid themselves, I want them to live and I want them to continue to live. So they're going to act on
You just told me
what
they
it,
want to live, right? That's against their free will then.
but they want to live it. Okay, they still have the rationale in order to make decisions to make decisions based off of what they want. They have a will to live, right? That is their free will to live.
They have free will in a non-free will situation.
What do you mean a non-free will
Because they
situation?
didn't
They
choose
still
to
have
be there.
they
They didn't choose to be
they
there. That's the point. They did not choose to have to choose between life or death. They
that
did
is
not choose that, right?
once again that is interference. That is not governance.
No, but how did they get there?
They got there because they were taken there.
That which is
They didn't
against their
choose to,
governance, right?
they didn't choose, which is, hold on. They
Because
didn't
you said it's
I
like
think you're
somebody, you gave me an example of somebody taking over your body, and you agreed with me that's not free will. They took
think
over my body, brought me somewhere. Can we, like, let's just start there. Is that free
took
will?
okay, took over your body. Do you what I
Like,
mean
no,
is
like, I mean, they literally picked me up and brought me somewhere. Did I have free will or not?
you still had free will.
Then you're not saying
They
free will is anything. I'm just, honestly, you
no
literally are saying
okay
there's no such thing as free will to you. You're saying
no
it's,
there
I mean, sorry, you're saying everything is free will because the person's brain is still doing things.
with on their own rationale.
You have to see what I'm saying, man. I don't know. You have to understand what I'm saying and how what
Okay,
you're saying is contradicting itself.
okay. Let me see if I can understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
You're saying if somebody does something to you against your will,
Stop right there.
that is
Is that free will?
that is imposing on your free will,
Which is what? What
which
does that do? When
is
I impose on your free will, what does it do to you? How do I gain free will? I'm taking something from you. Like I'm taking it. I took away your free will, even if it's for a second. It's like a millisecond, it doesn't even matter. For that moment in time, I have taken away your free will because you would have chosen otherwise uh than me doing it. Sorry, I don't know how to word it right now. Like you would have
yeah,
chosen
but
otherwise.
you still again. I'm saying okay. Do you get what I mean by interference versus governance?
I would say interference would be I could have still done otherwise. You just impeded it a little bit. Like if you put your foot in front of me, I can still go around you. In this scenario, you put your foot in front of me, put two walls beside me, and say, "Hey, go backwards or forward."
At the end,
Like
okay,
you're
yeah, yeah,
taking
and
you're
that
taking
is
my
still.
free will away.
Do you understand that that is still interference and not governance?
That is literal governance because you're creating my environment to
Who
make me
makes a
make
dec-
choices.
Who makes a decision at the end of the day, though?
You did. You
No, I did
made me
not.
make a choice. So what do I do? Just stand
Oh,
there?
hold on, wait. You said who? I made you do what?
You made me make a choice. I know you're going to use those
Make,
words, but
but
it's still the same thing.
you made the choice at the end of the day.
Now I'm saying the words so you
At,
could understand how it doesn't make
make
sense. Like, how do you make someone make a choice, brother?
you can't make somebody make a choice. That's what I'm trying to
That's
say.
why. That's yes, because you just force someone. You
You
force them to
cannot
do what
make
you want. You force them to do what you want. That is what's going on. That's not free will. I am so lost right here. I don't understand what you're saying. This makes no sense. That you think the fact that you thought when I said you could be tied up and still have free will is the weirdest thing I've ever heard, bro. Like, let's stick to that. Maybe you can give me a good example on how I could tie you up and you have free will.
okay. So I would say that I could have free will. You could tie me up, and I still have free will because, like, I can say within myself, I'm not gonna no matter what happens to me, I'm not gonna let this deter me from my mission or from my goal in my mindset. And no matter what's done to me, I'm still gonna try to move forward as best as I can, or or what have you. there have been people in prisoner of war situations that have had those torture, but they still and they were tortured to try to get like information out of them, and they still stay solid because even though they were in that situation with that interference and being
Wait,
tortured.
just because you have a choice doesn't mean it's free will.
That's exactly what I'm saying. You
No,
have
but
free
like
will
you don't,
because
you like no, no, no,
it's
like
your
you,
free. Hold on, wait. It's your free will that allows you
is
to
that what's
make
going
choices.
on right now? You think because
Bro,
you have one choice, you call that free will? Oh my gosh. Okay.
no, because what I'm saying is because you can make a. That
Oh
is what
God,
free
guys,
will
you got
is.
that's like okay. This book is you guys are making me fall away from this book even further. Like this is insane how this
Brother.
makes people think, man. This is crazy. That is like slave master mentality, 100%. That is what the slave master would say. It's like,
That is definitely.
nah, slave, you have a choice. That is that is insane, man. I don't know what to say. Like
I
that's
think
kind of crazy,
no.
bro. I don't think you live your life
Uh,
this way either, which is why it's like weird to me. Um, you would never, or I hope so. You would never be one of these people that use what you just said to go harm somebody because people do. People use exactly what you just said and they feel okay about it because they look at another person that, hey, at least I gave you the choice to die or not. And they call that
I,
free will. That's that's sickening, man.
I,
Like really, that's
you're
sickening. And you would never want somebody to look at your child that way, your mother that way, any of your loved ones that way. You would be
okay.
totally against it. Like, and
Okay.
I guarantee you
Can,
would. And I would be
okay.
like, well, why?
So
Why are you mad, bro? Like, I would say that. Like, why are you mad? You told me you're so and so. I'm not gonna name anything specific. You're so
yeah.
and so. Got in trouble. Like, oh, they still like at least the other person. That's this horrible creature. Like I said, I'm not gonna get too
Can,
specific.
yeah.
Gave them a choice, and you would. I hope you would punch me in the damn nose. Like, that is insane to say that
Can I
that person had a choice. That's scary, bro.
can I use it in a okay, so you gave this is a very like emotional, not saying you're emotional or anything
No,
like
no,
that,
it
but
can work both ways
yeah.
because it's
And so when
both.
I was
It's
yeah,
like I'm saying,
when I,
like the other people would tell me I'm wrong, so they're just
yeah.
as excited as me. Like the
So
person that did it to
what
the person, they're gonna be just as excited.
can can I all right, can I use an a positive instance of this?
Yeah, yeah, we can do a positive one. That's cool.
Okay. So let's say somebody is chemically and like they're chemically addicted to something,
Okay.
right? They feel as though that they have no choice and their body chemistry is telling them the same thing. Who am I not to step in and tell them or encourage them and say, "Hey, there are different things, there are different resources. You don't have to stay addicted to XYZ. You can make the choice to put that down, even though they may be physically or chemically they may have that what you would call it, inclination naturally to those substances.
Okay.
For me to tell them that, even though it may not be chemically the case at the moment, that is still free will for them to choose whether or not they go back to it.
All right. Now you're still at the point where we were at the beginning of this with our scenario with the parent in the glass. We are still in agreement at that point. You have not taken away their free will. Now, give me an example of what I mean when you take away their
So,
free will.
but what I'm okay. So, but can we
Wait,
agree?
have you even given me an example of what it's like to take away free will?
I believe
Because like I don't know
so.
if you gave me an actual example of what it would look like if you were to take away my free will.
Like okay, if free will were to be taken away,
Like for me, give me an example. Like
Um,
how does somebody take away my free will? Because like as far as right now, I
that's it.
literally hear that you saying there is no such thing as taking away free will. You cut out a bit. What's up,
Um,
Nafisha? Welcome
if
back.
someone were to if someone were to take away your ability to operate, and I'm not sure if we agreed on the definition. Is that an agreeable definition? The ability to
It's
operate
probably
on your
better
own
if you like
rationale
literally
without external governance?
just give me a literal scenario so I can envision it.
Um, um, uh, that's a good question. I think that the closest thing that someone could and that's it's getting without getting into sci-fi territory. Um, it's kind of
I
weird.
mean, just do it because
Like if
I want you to see
okay,
my point here. So like give
so
me a scenario. I don't care how you have to do it. I just want to hear what would have to happen for me to not have free will.
I guess it would be for someone to like chemically I guess alter your brain to do what like do or think
Cool.
what
That's
they
good enough for
wanted you
me.
to
I'm about to save
what
you, brother. Because this what you just said will save you. Thanks, Nafisha, for that gold coins 10x. Appreciate that. Um, what happens in every interaction that you have with the environment? Doesn't have to be a person, anything. What do you think's going on when your brain is perceiving everything around you?
we're taking in data.
So the data gets processed. How does our data get processed in our brains? What's
Through our
involved
through
with
our
that?
senses.
Right, like there's a process with like
Antennas.
chemically and electrically, neurons are firing, all of that's going on, right?
Um,
Yeah, yes,
I
it's a
guess that
yes.
I would say that there's more going on.
Well, I'm saying like it's a
But
huge process which involves literal
it
your brain is literally being restructured.
yeah, I was gonna say it involves that, but it's not limited to that.
No, but that's the only way we can even process anything that's going on. You take out the brain, everything we're saying goes away.
Yeah. I would yeah, our brain is needed to in order to function. Yeah,
Right. So for
I
us to
guess.
experience, the brain is there, which means those chemical things that you just said, which
Wait.
is great, that that's what's going on. So any time I influence you, let's just say it's the nice influence. What I am doing is manipulating your chemicals in your brain to hopefully maybe you don't see because like we can't control how the chemicals go in our brains, right? Well, you can if you go somewhere. They might mess you up, but you get what I'm saying. Like in the natural environment, where you're taking things in, that's chemically changing your brain, even if it's minuscule. So with
To
just that alone, it proves my point. Now, times it times 100,
no,
I literally have changed the chemical makeup of your brain if I keep you in a cage for like 10 years. Let's just say that you are a different person. We know that in prison, by the way. There's some people that go into prison actually nice and come out way worse people, and then it happens opposite, right? Because that is what's going on.
hello.
Environments, yeah, yeah. Which part you
Oh,
missed?
sorry, you cut out a little bit. My bad.
So I was saying, like, even
I
in
cut
prison,
out. You said people in prison. Yeah,
yeah,
and then I cut in on environments.
yeah, like even in prison, like that's what happens, right? So the environment, in a way, is also navigating or not navigating or putting pressure on what we call free will. So everything is putting pressure on what we call free will. Now add in the fact if somebody can control all of the things that make all of the chemicals in your brain turn which way or not. Like if I put you into darkness for your whole life, I am literally affecting chemicals in your brain. You did not have free will at all during that point. Like everything is chemical reactions. Like that's why I'm glad you said that though. I hope you
if I
stick to
may.
that. Yep.
Yeah, I would say, and to go back to the example with the kid, you can only act in rationale with the data that you're given, right? And can we agree on that?
It
Like,
depends what you mean by given, but
okay, the saying is, if you knew better, you would what?
oh, if you do better, you do otherwise. Yeah.
Yeah, if you knew better, you would do better. So,
Oh, otherwise, I
uh,
thought.
yeah, well, yeah, it's all
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's to say that the inputs of what knowledge that you have does have influence on the decisions that you can make. But I'm saying that those two are different things. The decisions themselves and the data that you use in order to make those decisions are two separate things.
Now add in the fact that somebody is going to punish you for the
Does
information
that
you don't know.
but does that make sense? Does what I'm saying make sense so far?
It still sounds to me like you're saying it's almost impossible to take away somebody's free will. You've made sense to me this whole time. I just don't understand how you think that's free will. Like what you're describing is you're
Because
describing something. Yes, I'm saying that's just not free will. So I 100% get what you're saying, but you're literally saying it's
oh,
impossible to take away free will.
okay, so could you just so I make sure we're on the same page? Do you all right? What could you communicate back to me what I'm saying?
You are literally saying as long as I have control of my mental faculties, I have free will.
Not entirely, because someone could. Mm, I, not entirely.
I don't see
Um,
how not. That's what you're saying, man.
because I think that there are instances where like I've seen people in my neighborhood and things um where they kind of lose control of their bodies due to like some substances that they've taken, and they're like never the same again. So I guess the even though they are making decisions, the thing that is doing the inputting, like their brain chemistry is off. So that's an interesting puzzle right there. Do they still have free will? Hmm. Maybe. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
I'm
monologuing.
glad I want you to think because this is this is crazy.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm monologuing. I think that um. So you said that yeah. Yeah, as long as you can operate and make a decision, that I think that yeah, that's what I'm saying. As long as you can make a decision, you have
Right.
free
So I
will.
understand what you're saying. I
Yeah.
understand what you're
Okay.
saying.
Cool.
Now, I am saying I think you literally just made up the weakest form of free will. And I agree there's layers to free will. I am saying it is what
The
we call
weakest
free
form.
will is a total of something. And as soon as you start taking away someone's free will, we call you a criminal unless you have a good reason. And when we talked about slavery, there is no damn good reason. And even then, I say you're still taking away somebody's free will, right? Like, I'm just adding in the society part of it. Like, no matter what, you're taking away somebody's free will. Now, whether you have a good reason or not is the next part of this conversation.
Yeah.
But our problem was I did not think you would say slavery is free will. I like that's
Or I a slave not slavery is free will. I would
oh yeah,
say
yeah, sorry, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I would say a slave still has free will.
Yeah,
But
I
uh,
like I don't know how those words come out. Like when you say that, like, wait, does your brain not like wait, is that true? Like, are you like I don't know. What how do you say that?
um one moment.
Yeah. It's like Golden Goddess is gonna come chat next. We'll wrap up here with my man. And we'll see. This is amazing to me though. And yeah, it's just I don't know. And you guys may be like, well, duh, people think this way. I didn't know.
Okay.
All right, go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay. So um the reason why uh I can still say that is because um I know that even with the circumstances, well, not even just that I find myself in, but that people um, find myself in, they can do like, even though there may be interferences
Would you be
and
okay with a
obstacles to different,
law that goes how you say free will works? Like, as long as you have an option, the person doesn't get in trouble?
as long as you say that one more time.
Like, as long as I give you an option, no matter what I'm doing, because it could be good or bad, right? And that's all perception too, but I'm trying not to go too deep into this. I'm trying to stay on the first layer of this. So, would you say you would vote for a law that allowed everyone, as long as they gave the other party a choice, to not get in trouble? Like, I did not impede your free will because I gave you a choice.
No, what?
Like, but I'm saying that's what you're saying is like that's what you are saying. It's free will. You're saying free will is good, right? Maybe I'm wrong there. Are you not saying free will is good?
I'm saying it's. I would say it's a good thing to have free will, but free will in itself is um, free will in itself is not a good thing or a bad thing. It just is a
Well,
thing.
would you rather have free will or no?
I would rather, yeah, I would rather have free will.
Okay, so just according to you, then, like we don't have to blanket it onto society
Or
or not. I assume that you
yeah,
would rather have free will, which I now say subjectively, you believe it's good,
um, yeah,
which is why you're against people taking away people's free will. But I want you to
but
realize
I,
you have not said how someone can lose their free will, which is what I think you should think about.
I, but I think in
You had a
free
hard
will
time
is
with that,
hold on.
though.
I think free will is innate to our human nature, though. We make decisions based off of the data that we receive.
Yes, but like, remember your chemical comment. That's an important one.
Yeah, and those are influences, but they don't have the final say in what I do
Then now
and
we
what
took away the
I
only example you gave me of what taking away free will is. You just took it
no
back.
no I did not. I was saying science. I was saying in the sci-fi realm, someone else's will, like another person who has their own will, has like automatically not automatically, but they operate their will and essentially like make you a zombie in that sense.
Oh my God, bro. So you're saying it's impossible until we have the technology. So there's been no such
Or
thing as anyone ever on Earth to this moment in time that's had their free will taken away. That is what you're telling me. All right,
I
bro.
yeah I say
Oh
all
no,
I'm
man.
saying is that All I'm
Well,
saying
wait.
is that
Actually,
free.
let me have you answer that. Has there ever
Yeah,
been
yeah.
somebody that's free will got taken away?
I wouldn't know.
Yes, that's insane. All right, bro. I do enjoy talking to you, and you done hit me with some interesting stuff, my man. But as always, man, congratulations though. We're
Hey,
I hope your wedding and stuff goes good. Feel free to hit me up again, brother.
I shall. I shall. You stay blessed, man.
All right, take care, bro. Peace.
Good talking to you.
All right. We're gonna pull up Golden Goddess next. This might be our last one. Golden Goddess, welcome. You just gotta unmute yourself. You're in the chat. Check your mic and see. Oh, I did get a suggestion about using another call-in app, which I haven't set
Hello?
up yet. Oh, there you go. You got it. Yeah. What's up? How's it going? Oh, you had it. You almost got it. So you're almost there.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Hello?
Yeah, you're good.
Hello?
Yep. Oh, you might want to turn me off on the whatever you're watching though.
Yeah, are you there?
Yes, I hear you.
Hello?
Yes, I hear you. You might want to change your microphone
Hello?
settings.
Hello? Okay. Hello?
Oh, you might want to turn me off on the whatever you're watching though.
I wish I can hear you on my phone. I can't hear you on my phone.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, you're gonna have to. There's a little output
Can
options.
you hear me? I
I de-
wonder why I
I
can't
definitely
hear
hear you.
anything.
It's gonna be a delay though. That's the problem.
This is
Well, at least we got one
I
step
wish I could
closer.
hear you on my phone. I can't hear you on my phone.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. There's a But
Oh
yeah,
man, I really had some things I wanted to say to you.
I will. I can listen to
Did
you, and
my
I will
phone ever turn
pause.
back?
So once you hear this, go ahead and start talking, and I'm gonna pause for the delay. Or if you want to step back and try to fix your audio, that's fine too. I know you've been trying to talk to me, so trying not to give up on you so fast. But while they're figuring it out, I am gonna download another application that allows these call-ins, so I will be doing that.
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me? Give up on you so fast.
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me? Yeah, I hear you. You're almost there. It's just some stupid setting, I'm sure. Sorry. I need to write down the app actually before I forget it. Where my notepad at? Looks like y'all having some interesting conversations in the chat. Hey, if you are hearing me, go to your output options on Discord and make sure that your mic, or not your mic, your audio is on. Not that really interesting, or not interesting. That's cool. I mean, I enjoyed the last call. It's just I'm just truly amazed that I didn't think people thought slavery was free will. That's just like, I'm so in shock because I don't know. I've heard it twice now. I didn't think people thought slaves had free will. I'm so I don't get to use this word much, so I'm gonna use it. I'm so flabbergasted. Yeah, and don't worry about it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's okay. We'll keep trying. Oh, little echo there. But yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. At least I know like people thought that way, and that's why slavery might have been easier than I thought. I always thought it would be hard to have a slave, but if you kind of think your slave still has free will, I could get how you could think that it's all good. It's so weird. I just had another. I know. I feel like I just entered another universe that I've been in this whole time, but I did not realize it. But it's like I said, he's not the second person to say it, I think. And I was just like, wow, okay. I'm gonna have to think about this one. I'm gonna have some videos about this. Be sure of that. I'm making videos on this one. If people are out there thinking that, I gotta make some content. Like, wow, that's a shocker. That's what it does to you, though. I thought the scenario of telling somebody that you are forced into two choices is obviously not free will. Yeah, try headphones. Try headphones. I feel like I've had these kind of debates when I was younger, but it's usually like in a joking way, but I thought everybody knew that it really wasn't free will. And we did look up the definition, right? So this is also why English language can be sucky sometimes. I think we're talking about two different things, maybe. I mean, we agreed on some things. It's the weird thing about what this book does. And maybe this isn't, I don't think this was about the Bible, actually. Let me not say that. I don't even think we were talking about the Bible. We kind of were, and then we went in deeper than that. We just started talking about reality in a way. But I guess here's my point. I think the thinking comes from the idea that there's this being that controls everything. So it's like, you can't, like, it sucks to say you don't have free will. And then there's this being that also can just smite you. So I don't know. Maybe it's the whole Bible doesn't work anymore if you say there is no free will. That's possible too. And then the fact saying like if I tie you up, you still have free will. That's the weird one. Like if I tie you up. It's interesting. I'll say that. Y'all know I like interesting. Hey, Golden Goddess, did you get it figured out? Confusion between agency and free will. Oh yeah, I've been hearing you. Can you hear me? I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. Oh wait, oh you can hear me now? All right. All right. All right, can you not hear me in real time? I guess you can't hear me in real time. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Really low so that there's no feedback on the
Gotcha.
TV.
Cool.
Oh, I can't hear you in real time.
That's okay.
I don't know why it's doing
Don't
this.
worry.
I have
Don't worry
all
about real
like
time.
great
Don't worry about
equipment.
real time.
Okay, so where there's a lag then.
Yes.
Okay. What I wanted to ask was if there's any entity or anyone that's giving you free will,
Are you asking if I think that there's something giving me free will?
I see that you still have me on there. What I'm going to do is just ask a question that
Okay.
that I think that is interesting.
Okay.
If someone is giving you free will, how is that free will at all?
Exactly. I don't even think that's much of a
If
conversation.
someone is allowing you to have free will, how is that free will?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Giving it time to catch up. And even the chat saying exactly. Yes, exactly. I'm glad not everybody thinks that slaves have free will, though.
That's all I wanted. And also, I wanted to ask about sovereignty.
Okay.
What is sovereignty in religion at all?
You can't have it with a all
If you
powerful
have an
God.
organized religion, how is there sovereignty involved?
Yeah. I think it's part of the free will problem that I'm having is the choices are choose these things and that's all you have, which to me is literally not that free will.
Also, I'm really sorry about the lag, but also a sovereign being, a sentient being, a sovereign being, they have responsibilities.
They would, yes.
And those responsibilities make you make choices. And those choices sometimes are outside of your free will, because being a sovereign being means that you have lots of responsibilities.
Yeah, and then adding the controlling everything, right? I think it's about to catch up. This would be an interesting call, I'm sure. We'll have to get our audio fixed for next time.
And take for an instance, right now in our world where we feel as though we have to pay for food and vegetation, gas. If you become a sovereign being in the world today, because there is ways you can make electricity and things of that nature. So if you want to have free energy in your house, which you can actually have light bulbs from your plants. Your plants create energy, and you can actually have a light bulb in your plant just by getting things from Home Depot. So that means that you would have to go out there and do some work so that you could have lights in your home. And you might not want to do that day, but if you would like light, you would have to figure that out.
Right. I'm trying to let you talk more since it's a lag. I'll kind of answer at the end. Okay. Is that it? That sucks. Definitely probably have a good conversation. I don't know, maybe one of these times.
I wish we didn't have this lag, but free
Yeah.
will is a scam, period. When I say it's a scam when it comes to organized religion, because there is no free will at all in organized religion. And organized religion does not care about your sovereignty or what you think.
Yeah, I agree. All right. So for now, since the lag is so bad, I'll kind of just piggyback on what you said. So you're gonna see me drop you down, but it's not for any other reason besides that. Okay. All right. So it's nice hearing you, and then hopefully we can chat again. All right. That definitely would have been a good conversation, especially a good conversation to end the call or end the stream. I would have definitely hopefully you call again, please, and then we'll sit and chat. So let's chat about it and see. But like I said, I got to use flabbergasted, but I am flabbergasted that I was told that slavery was freedom. Not freedom, sorry. Slavery, you have free will. And you can be tied up and have free will. And the only way to get your free will taken from you is somebody to make you into a robot. But I guess that's what heaven's going to be, right? So if you believe in heaven, then you believe free will would be taken away from you. Like I guess we could go down that route. I was so stuck on the one part that I couldn't even get to where I wanted to go with it because I didn't think someone was going to say that. So Yeah, slavery is the freedom from making your own choice. And I know this isn't everybody's thoughts, by the way. Like, I know this isn't every Christian's thoughts. This also ties into the whole thing, by the way. So many people come up with so many things from this book that it's just more proof that this is not from some being trying to speak to everybody. I'm not even going to say it's not from some being, right? I don't believe it's true. But let's just say it's from something. It's definitely not from some being that wants everybody to agree on what we're supposed to do, which is more evidence that it was just written by people. And that's really what's going on, guys. This book was written by people, for people, to make sense to people. And since we are so far removed from that time period, a lot of it just doesn't make sense. That's all that's going on here. And then we got to maneuver and twist all of our ways. How much logical thanks, Nafisha. I really appreciate that. Awesome. Thanks for your support. Thank you so much, really. But the fact that their culture is so different than ours, then a lot of this doesn't make sense. So I just want y'all to think about those things. Don't try to defend them all the time. I do think Kindred he'll go and think about it. So it's just stop and think about what you're having to do in order to make some of these things true. And hopefully that'll just take you to the next step. It's not trying to rip away like what is a part of you. I'm not trying to do anything like that. I just want people to really think about what you're believing here and why. So thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Don't worry, there's another thing that you get to watch. I have a video coming out in about 20 minutes. So hopefully you guys enjoy that one. And if you do, don't forget, write me a little comment. You see that I'm always in my comments. I'm replying to everybody when I can, even the people that are hating on me. I'll heart their little message too. So you guys go check it out. It'll be like 20 minutes. Hopefully you like it. This one, it's a good one. I won't spoil it for you. So hit those notification buttons so you can see when we're on live next. It will be Monday. So I'll see you guys Monday. I'll have videos for Saturday, Sunday as well. So thank you guys. As always, I'm Jay. Don't forget to throw away your feelings, open your minds, and question your beliefs. Peace.